Well, the garden is coming together. I have everything just about planted out, but things are going to start getting very interesting and things are going to start moving pretty quick. So, over the next month, there's going to be a lot of upgrades. And if you guys stick around, you'll see what I mean because a lot of what you see right here is going to be different real soon. Well, I told you guys that things around here are going to be happening pretty fast, and they are. Changes are happening as we speak. But there's a problem. There's a problem that I had with my garden uh, last year that prompted me to spend the winter making upgrades and changes and creating this space here. This garden is built for you to be able to walk 5 steps and get to any one of the 20 containers in this garden. But when I say there's a problem, and this is a problem that you guys may have also, is there's a lack of bees. And one of the reasons why is because over the winter, for some inexplicable reason, over 1.2 million hives, according to the government, just died. And that's a lot of bees. So how do we keep the bees in our garden? When I used to live in the city or even just outside the city, I had a lot of neighbors that grew plants, and those flowers attracted the bees. So if you look over here, you'll see flowers just kind of spread out because it was my attempt last year to grow wildflowers to bring in the bees, and it was only partially successful. That's why if you look down this way, you'll see that I have some flowers that have grown, and all down this way, and I'm about to have more because I planted a lot. I'm not sure if you can see down in here where there's a lot of little ones coming up. This is what I showed you guys already. That's another video. This is where I'm going to plant squash. I need to get some more soil over here. But at any rate, one of the things that I've done is I went out and bought a bunch of seeds, not just any seeds. Bees are attracted to certain plants and certain colors, and this is a mixture of everything that I have planted and are still planting to attract the bees. This one here even tells you that it's for bees. So hopefully I will continue where I picked up off last time, and I'll be able to have a lot more flowers. Bees like, they like yellow, they like purple, they like violet, they like blue. And in some of the research I did, it said they even like white. So this will hopefully draw the bees in. Now, I also read that honeybees don't like to travel more than a mile or two from their hive. And that's where I ran into the problem because my where I am now it's pretty much just me and my family, and there's not a whole lot of plants, a whole lot of flowers. So this is the reason why I'm growing my own. So according to the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, commercial beekeepers lost 1.1 million hives. And at 30,000 bees per hive, that's an average. The lowest is 20,000, and it goes up to 80,000. This is the number of bees. This is the number of bees that were estimated to be lost in one winter. That's a big number. I mean, that's bee with a billion. Now, I will say that back maybe about 10, 15 years ago, there was something called colony collapse disorder, where bees were dying, a lot of bees were dying, and they were dying for various reasons. It took them a while to figure it out. There is a debate on whether this is from that or whether it's from something different, but the bottom line remains. And we talked about the losses, but we haven't talked about the solutions. So outside of bringing in the flowers, which I guess I did speak about that one solution, this is another no-no. This is one of my shade cloths that I'm going to be using this summer. I just hung this up there for demonstration purposes because some people, once upon a time that included myself, would take this shade cloth and put it across the whole garden. And when you do that, you take away the access for the bees to come in and pollinate something like your cucumbers, your tomatoes, your squash. I don't have any squash growing in here, but they have to have access to this. I have netting over here. This is going to be my lower area. Well, it actually is. And I have some issues here with the bugs, which I'll address in the next video. But you see, I allow these flowers to grow, which I normally would have ripped out. So the netting has to be wide enough for the bees to get in, for them to pollinate what you're growing. And this isn't going to cut it. This is, like I said, this is my shade cloth. But also, I'm going to show you if I can get over here, this is the netting, the actual netting that I'm going to use. Here's the whole bulb here. This is going to go around the top hat. This is 4 feet fencing, and that on that other end is 7 feet. So this is as high as it's going to go. This is going to go around, but you see, I'm not sure if you can see that either, but that's the same problem. If I were to do what I was going to originally do, make the same mistake twice by covering the whole thing, including the top, then the bees would not have access. So what do we have? We have make sure that the bees can get in, and that means not covering it completely with the netting, not covering it completely with my shade cloth, and bringing in flowers that the bees will be attracted to. And the next thing is a man-made problem, which is pesticides. We spray the crap out of our garden to get rid of the bugs. But what we don't realize is when we're getting rid of the bugs, we're also getting rid of the bees in some cases, or we're harming the bees. So we have to be careful what we spray. So that's 4. I'm going to give you 5. And the last one is, I told you things happen fast around here, guys. Don't know what's going on here. I don't think this was here before. This is my solar fountain. And this comes with about 5 different nozzles. I'm going to change this. And the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because although bees do not have ears, they sense vibration. Bees need water. Water to take back to the colony, water to drink, and they like moving water, running water, like lakes and streams and so forth. And this is the perfect solution to that. It's something you can put together in just, like a few minutes. And like I said, I'm not particularly thrilled with this, the way this water is coming out, but it's moving water. That's the important thing. It has to be moving water for them to feel the vibrations, for them to be drawn into your yard. So basically what I'm doing is I'm creating an environment for the bees to come in. So those are, well, that's the problem. And if your garden is struggling, I had people tell me that they've had whole seasons where they didn't get any squash, they didn't get any tomatoes, they didn't get any cucumbers. And although there are some varieties of cucumbers that are self-pollinating, most of them are not. So this is something that you want to keep in mind. And again, this is a huge number. And this is just the commercial beekeepers. I've done some research and found people that have their own beehives that were lost over the winter. So I'm not cutting these guys down back here. I'm growing more. So that's it. I have an update. I kind of showed you a little bit what's going on here, but there's some more changes coming. So if I were you guys and you want to see the transformation, what's going to happen to this is what I call my garden oasis. This is my enchanted garden, and it's starting to take off. We had a lot of rain recently, so things are starting to start getting going around here. So look, I'm seeing a bee or something flying around here now. All right, so that's it. I'm not going to hold you guys. Please comment, questions, comments, anything that you guys want to put in the comments below are welcome. I look forward to it. I answer all of them. And I'll be back in a couple of days with another video. Please subscribe, because the transformations that you've seen so far, just the beginning. There's some surprises, let's say, coming up, and you will not recognize this garden in another couple of weeks. So I'm the Frugal Gardener, and as I always say, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. Catch you guys in a few days with a new video. Enjoy your day.